What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? What's going on? Let's make sure everything is live. We are live on Facebook now. Let's check YouTube. Yep, we're live. And Instagram. We are live. We, as in me and you. We live, baby. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in. We about to get into it, okay? Today's topic is going to be juicy. Juicy, because I want to get to know you. Oh, not that song. But today's topic is going to be good. This is Good Tea for Life. I'm Lakeisha Michelle. What's happening? Everything is like a song in my head. Like, I wish you guys, I don't wish that, because you probably be like, what the heck? I can say a word and then all the songs just come to me. So like when I was saying what's happening, I really was saying what's happening. But then the Yin Yang Twins was in my head. What's up? Hey. So yeah, here we are. So today we're going to have a conversation. It's going to be juicy. It's one of my favorite conversations in the world. It is called Act Like It. Act like it. Now, when I think about this statement, I first thought, when I say act like it with that kind of energy, it reminds me of when I was a child and you have an attitude and then your mama and them be like, oh, I dare you to act like you mad, because then I'm going to give you something to be mad about. You'd be like, dang, what kind of craziness is this? But that's how I grew up. I don't know how you grew up, but that's how I grew up. So, pause. My hair is too big. Yes, I just made that moment about me. Like, what? I need a haircut. I'm about to go to a barber. Why do I have so much hair in my head? It is like literally, I feel like somebody's mama. And she ain't got no kids, okay? So anyway, act like it. Let's talk about this for a second. I received the notification and thought to myself, she's singing, hello. I'm singing to you now, boo. I'm excited about life for no particular reason. Like, I'm really excited about life. So anyway, let's talk about this. Act like it, act like it, act like it. Now, I wrote the song Act Like a Success, which you should actually order. Let me show you guys. You should order it. Like, yeah, I'm mailing some CDs today. This is at LakeishaMichelle.com. These are $20. You get an autographed copy. There are 5 songs on here, one of them which is Act Like a Success. Act like a success and think like a success. I broke this one. In order to become the best. So you get an autographed card to keep, as well as the album. If your car still has a CD player. I mean, some cars don't have. Do your car have a CD player? Let me know in the comments. So anyway, when you look at the conversation of acting like it, it's interesting because there's a lot of things that we want to accomplish in today's times, okay? There's a lot of things that we're always wanting to accomplish. And the thing about acting like it is we have to release the commitment to what we say we are like or what we are not. And so we spend so much time rehearsing our titles. I am this or I am not that. If you desire to be a writer, an author, okay? If you spend more time talking about how you're not one, then when would you ever begin to act like the author you desire to be recognized as? Does that make sense? Yes or no in the comments. Does that make sense? Yes or no in the comments. Let me see. So when I think about that, and I'm always just talking to myself, like, telling myself like, checking my thoughts, because that's like really detrimental. There are so many stories that we spend rehearsing, and this is such a simple concept that you have heard before. It's not new to me and it is not new to you. But listen, like, it's a thing that we do. I was sitting up with somebody the other day and they were talking and I just realized they're just saying something that they heard somebody else say. They're just saying something that they heard somebody else say. And they've actually been saying that for like 20 years. And so they believe it. And I was thinking to myself, but it's not the truth. Like, I actually know some details to this story from the horse's mouth. And that ain't the truth. Like, that's what you was told by somebody else. And you actually have just told yourself that this is true. And it's not true. And how about there's also multiple truths? There are times when there are multiple things that are true for a person. So why does everything have to be like this? It's like, that's what's wrong, because we want everything to be like this, then it's just like, it leaves no room for growth and potential. It leaves no room for growth and potential. Like, what I love about the story of the parable of talents is that each person that was given a talent, they were given the talent according to their ability. ability. Now, here's what, let's look at our everyday lives. I remember when I was growing up, and we would have to sell like candy bars and stuff like that, right? And you have to go around and ask people that, whoever at church and your uncles and aunties, and you'd be like trying to get your candy bar sales because you want to get a prize. And so I remember going around and be like, hey, auntie, I'm trying to win this contest. I need to sell X amount of candy bars. They're $5, or you can get X for 28, whatever the price was. And I remember you would run into people and they'd be like, no, I'm not able right now. I'm not able to do that right now. Now, I could ask that same person next month, and maybe they get a raise, or maybe they save some money, or maybe something happened and they're like, I can do it now. I'm able to give to you now. Last month, I wasn't able, but this month I am. So if I am not cognizant of the fact that there are storylines that I am committed to, that I have rehearsed. And the thing is, I've said these stories out loud. And so now people pat me on the back and give me sympathy for these storylines. So I love the way the sympathy makes me feel. It lets me know that people care about me. And so I'm going to keep rehearsing this story because it gives me sympathy and significance and a good, warm feeling. But is there possibly a moment that Lakeisha Michelle, could be rehearsing a story so much that I believe it, and even though I want something else, this is more comfortable, and so I'm going to stay in this lane, in this story, with this title? Is that possible? Yes or no in the comments. Wake up. We know this is a dialogue. Talk to me. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. What's up, Instructor David? I wish I know. Okay, how do I say this? Giskelarina? I don't know if that's your name on Instagram, but it looks like it could possibly be correct. Heart it up. Drop me some fire emojis if you lit. Got me feeling litty, like la, 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 la. You know what? That reminds me, I'm going to jam Justin Bieber today, because what did I just diss the whole album? I learned the whole album. I need to so good. Put that in a cute. So anyway, here we are. I see Clay Lewis says yes. What's going on? I love it. Siobhan said, oh, right. Oh, I know. So that's the thing. It's like, is it possible that I'm just like going over some story over and over again, and there's more truth? There's more truth. That felt true for a minute, but I'm actually deciding to see things differently. And now I want to acknowledge what I actually desire and just openly, freely desire it, and openly, freely start acting like it. Don't wait until you see don't wait. You can't say, if you want to see something come out the ground, you want to see some fruit come out the ground, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to start acting like it and being about it before you ever see the fruit come up. Does that make sense? So like, my dad is always planting things. My daddy started last year. If you follow me on Facebook, I always go live in my dad's garden, right? He started preparing for what he wanted to see this year, last year. Okay. And it's the same thing that we do. What's up, Cherie Jackson? Thank you for the fire emojis. It's the same thing that we have to do in regular life. Like, whatever it is that I want to see right now, I need to go ahead and start preparing for that. Now. Act like it. And the thing about it is, the reason why I mentioned the stories that we tell ourselves and that we sit and rehearse, I dare you to go today and look and see, what am I saying every day that actually doesn't match with what I want? And the thing about it, the truth is, most people are scared to acknowledge what they truly want, because maybe it's just like, it's different from the life you've built. Maybe it's going to make people judge you. Maybe you realize that you didn't actually, like, oh man, like, I missed it. And so you don't want that judgment. You don't want or maybe you're going to feel like an imposter, or maybe it's just scary because you don't know all the steps. And so you'd rather, start working towards whatever you want when you figure it all out, which that doesn't work, by the way. That don't work. Act like it now. And so the very act of faith and belief and all of that stuff is really, there's a part of you that has to be so sure when nothing in front of you says that it's for you. And that's going to make you feel like you're lying. That's going to make you feel like you are, it's tricky, because I play this game all the time, baby. It is a game, honey. I plays the game, baby. I plays the game. I'd be like, oh, I'm about to do this. I remember I was riding my bike in California, and I I don't know. I realized that I wanted to live in a high rise and that it was on my vision board, but I'd never looked into living in a high rise. I just was like, one day. One day is not a day on the calendar, boo boo. What day on the calendar and what time will you be making that happen in your life? It is not up to God. Like, God is not sitting, like, you guys got to think about how infinite the abundant being of God is and how infinite He's made your potential and possibility, and everything within you can grow to be whatever you desire to be. See, what I call God and what you call God, your experience and version of God, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about this. I grew up in a church where they be like, oh, maybe. Oh, maybe type of people. Everything is a maybe, a want to, a one day, if the Lord say the same. And then all this energy, I get why they say that, because they're basing that on the scripture of according to the will of God. I get it, but they have a little bit of hinge of Negro spiritual throwback slave mentality up in there. And I'm not with that, okay? I'm going to actually grow and understand that God made me powerful, okay? Now, I get our culture. I get all of the things. But guess what? You don't have to subscribe to that. And what pains me, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I look at the very people that I love, and that energy and those things that were passed down to us, those habits that served then, it don't serve right now. And it's the reason why people are miserable, and why you look at the commercial that say, if you're experiencing ... then you're depressed and you need to take this medicine. Okay. Yeah. Your sources is wrong. Your sources is wrong. Your source was never God. It was just a conversation. It felt real good. It soothed your spirit, but you ain't really playing with God like that. Okay. Ouch. I know. I mean, you got to talk to yourself. You got to pay attention to what you're telling yourself. You got to call yourself on your own stuff. If you're not that bold with yourself, then I don't even know. I don't know. Because I mean, what are you doing in your life? Who wants to live miserably? Who don't want to sleep good at night? Who don't want to just be able to just think about things and then start to work and act on them things and make them things come to actual physical reality? That's the type of life I want to live. You know what I'm saying? You're here for a reason. You're not here on an accident. And so you have a say-so in the matter. You're like, you can't just be like, God help, and you just praying for God help every day when God like, yo, what you talking about help? I gave you a tree, make a chair. Okay. It's the whole concept of the tree is a chair. Does that make sense, you guys? You got to know that there is a part for you to play. You need to be working, acting like it, starting. And so back to the story in California. I was riding my bicycle in California, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to live. So they were building this high rise, and I realized that I had this idea of me living in a high rise for so long. And it was like this unattainable thing, which is actually really simple. It's just a freaking apartment. But for me, for some reason, I guess culturally, I mean, I didn't know anybody. We lived in houses and, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhoods. And, you know, it was nobody. That's for the rich folk. There were so many things culturally that my family said. That's for the white folk. That's for the rich folk. That's expensive. And this and that, right? So I subscribed to those stories. And so I realized that as I was watching them build it, I just made up my mind. When that is built, I will be living there. I did not know. I did not. And actually, I didn't know how, but for some reason in my head, I was telling myself I didn't know how, because it's just an apartment. So all you need to do is go get the facts and then make everything fit the facts. Okay. The facts are, here's what it costs to move in here. Here's what you need and whatever. So I went and got the facts. And there was a fear around it because I was like, I don't feel like I belong, because even when I walked in, the people that were there didn't look like me. They didn't talk like me, whatever. And so, you know, that's intimidating when it's something that you've never done. And that's the same thing about, you know, anything in life. Like you could be, there's a million moments like that. That's a simple moment that is relatable. But in general, there are so many moments where, because it's just different from your environment and how you grew up, but it's intimidating. And so that's the thing about life, and it's beautiful. And that's the thing about faith and belief and taking action, is that, you know, that's the journey. Because once you do it, then you can tell somebody else about it. You know how many people, young people message me and like, what's going to happen when I get out of high school? I don't know. I don't know about an apartment. I don't know about this. Because these are conversations that because parents are so busy on TikTok. Get up off of TikTok, y'all. Tails looking crazy. Y'all be looking crazy. I'd be like, why? Like some of these people do not. Your TikToks aren't cute. They just look ridiculous at some point. Your kids don't know how to get an apartment, but you TikToking. But anyway, so yeah, like it's intimidating if you never had the information before, or if you don't see anybody around you doing those things. Okay. I'm not against TikTok. I'm just saying, like, if your kid don't know the basics of life, why is y'all on TikTok? That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm grateful to my parents because y'all see my parents all the time. My mother, like, literally was like, here's how you balance a checkbook. Here's how you dress. Here's how a woman acts. Here, my mom literally gave me the game. You know what I'm saying? And my mom is like, when I tell you she has dementia, and in her, like, this her wrong mind, right? Dementia, she's still gonna get up, put on her button down, put on her pencil skirt, and she's a lady all day, huh? There's no things, how to keep a home, how to cook, how to deal with your husband, honey. My mama raised me like that. So I'm blessed, which is why I'm always sharing, because I understand that everybody didn't get that. What's going on out here? I understand that everybody didn't get that. So whatever. But the point is this, even if you didn't get something, it doesn't mean that you don't get something. Even if you didn't get something, it doesn't mean that you don't get something. Does that make sense? Think about that. Write that down. And ask yourself, what have I been actually, what conversations have I kept myself out of? What rooms, what places, what things have I literally just ignored? Because I didn't get it, so I never qualified myself. You waiting on a qualifier. I qualify me every day, all day. I qualify me every day, all day. You know how many people always be like, man, I'm only 32 years old. I have been all over the world. I have done a whole bunch of stuff. I know a whole lot of people, baby. I done had a whole lot of everything. I literally, because I qualify myself. If I had waited on other people, they would say, you're not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready. I was born ready. I was born ready. Do you know when I was 16, I was walking in the spots with Gerald Levert up in VIP. I'm 16. They like, nobody asked me any questions. And I had a look on my face like, ask me. How dare you? Now, judge it how you want, but it is what it is. There's so many places I've got into because I qualify myself. They didn't even think to say who you came with. Let me check and see. I've been in so many rooms, so many meetings. I mean, there are meetings where I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be in here. So then I would actually try to leave, and they'd be like, where are you going? Sit down. All right. They employees, they would tell their people, their team to get out. And I'm like a nobody in their world, and they want me to stay because of my spirit. Why? Because I was born ready. I act like it. I can adjust. These are traits that you need to have, you guys. That's why so many people are falling prey to all the media antics that are happening right now, because you're so busy putting your trust in everything except for yourself and God. You believe in everything except for yourself and God. You believe and you follow, and you got to build yourself up, build your knowledge up, understand that you can do all things. And yeah, maybe not all at once. But if you have an energy of, I got to wait on something outside of me, man, that's not the position. That's not the play. That's not the move right now. It ain't never the move, but definitely not right now. Siobhan said, come on, I qualify myself. Ooh, you make me digest this good tea for life today. Yes. I will not subscribe to the dynamics that have been poured into me over time. No ma'am, no ham, no chicken, no turkey. Not showing the steps makes my knees shake. Oh, not knowing the steps makes my knees shake. Yeah, I get it. That's why I'm telling a story about, I know there have been many moments in my life where I have hid from conversations because I was feeling guilty, or I should have did this before, and now I'm just like, whatever. Or I feel, shame, and, or just ignorant. Like, I'm just unaware. And so I don't want them to know that I don't get it. And it's like, actually, who cares? I want it more than the caring that you think I'm about to give you. I want it more than your opinion, more than all of that. I want that more than what you're talking about. And that is when your life begins to change, because that energy is what attracts resources to you. Whether it's a book, it's a video, it's a person, it's a place, it's a thing, whatever. Resources are the nouns. God is my source all day, every day. And so the more I just tune into the character and the mindset, the character and the mindset, the character and the mindset, and I just keep taking that on, I naturally attract any and everything. See, that's actual law of attraction. If you think about that, you are like, what you think about, you bring about. And so if you're constantly thinking about what you're not, if you're constantly rehearsing the things that, happened to you, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me, so now I can't. Now it's been 2 years. You still talking about what happened to you. And that's why you haven't got past it, because you never put any energy in what you want to happen to you. You just keep talking about what happened to you. What do you want to happen to you? You know, when you stop giving that stuff that happened to you light, then you make room. You create a space. You get an energy. You attract a resource. But you've got to be willing to say, you know what? I'm going to tune into what I desire. Look at the desires that come to your heart. It's not on accident. And the reason why we don't give it enough energy is because it's like, I don't know all the steps for real. Like, and so it's like scary. And, you know, there's all these rules, and these rules, man, I'm the most non-following rule person ever. I was doing a Zoom yesterday, and it was funny because my friend was like, look at your Zoom picture. Zoom, you know, Zoom is an app where you do like professional videos and stuff, right? My Zoom picture is me drinking champagne. On the I was at the thing where Wiz Khalifa just walked in. I'm drinking my champagne. I'm watching the sunset. Yeah, I'm in like a suite. And he's like, what? Why is it your Zoom picture? Wow. I was like, because that's me. Champagne light. I don't care who I'm about to talk to. That's me. If you got a problem there, you might want to get the other person. I'm me. I make all my rules. And if this is unzoomable for you, then it's like, what else? Go away. I chose to do life with people who don't take themselves that seriously. And I get to do that. Right? And I never even thought about my Zoom pic. Like, but it was just funny that he pointed that out. Like, and his point of pointing it out was like, man, I need to loosen up. Your picture is fun. And, you know, I'm over here with this all stuffy professional picture. I was like, gone are the days where you need to be professional. Even when they say you need to be professional, I still was like, you guys are the same person. This is how I look at the world. And I have helped so many people. Like you talk about, I mean, I've helped a lot of people that are in corporate high up infrastructures go, oh my God, it makes sense. Think about this. Now, let's say you have a auntie, right? Call up where I'm from, we say auntie. Okay. Let's say you got an auntie, right? Your auntie is popping. Your auntie be like, we'll go off on you in a minute. Your auntie be like, she like to have a good time. She love all this stuff. She just like, whatever. And we're going to call her Aunt Coco. Okay, now Aunt Coco work in HR for the head of some big whatever, right? Now Aunt Coco is Aunt Coco. But when Aunt Coco go to work, you know, her name is Regina. And Regina shows up to work. And Regina does this and that in front of the people. Now, when Regina gets to her desk, Regina be on Aunt Coco. Now, she might not look like it, but you don't know, but Aunt Coco is still here. So Aunt Coco read her emails and she looking at you. You're the employee and you got something you want to file with the head of HR, which is Aunt Coco. Now, you got to remember the fact that Aunt Coco is and always will be. Now, she might have that title in front of her, but if you really want Aunt Coco on your side, you really just got to speak Aunt Coco language. When you realize that people are people, you can't take Aunt Coco out of the lady who is the head of HR, Regina, and you just connect with Aunt Coco, you have favor, darling. She'd be like, oh man, boom, she get it. Like, oh, I ain't got to just whatever. When I learned that people are people, even when they're in different suits and different places, and you just connect with the people, and then it doesn't matter where you go. I have been in the stuffiest of rooms, and I can break all the rules because I connect with the Aunt Coco and all of the heads of who's and what's. I'm just saying. People are people. You don't have to be worried about all this stuff that people are the rules. These are not real rules. They're just rules to help, you know, things flow. But when you realize that you actually make the rules and you're actually a natural creator. Now, back to the point. The point is, if you ain't acting like it, that's why nobody's not taking you serious. On whatever it is that you desire. If you act like the love you want to receive, it will naturally come to you. If you act like the CEO that you soon desire to be, then you will naturally begin to have these ideas and find these resources and these books and these people and these masterminds, and you'll begin to take action, and you'll have accountability partners, and you'll take nothing and turn it into something. That's just the way of life. It really is a way of life. And when you decide that whatever I want, I get, it doesn't matter if I don't know it right now. All I got to do is decide that I actually want it. And your body, your energy, your being knows when you actually want something. It'll be in your cells. And so the reason why something hasn't come for me or you is, and I'm not saying this because this is just the way that it goes. When there's something that I want and I realize I don't have it, it's because I never made a decision to actually have it or be it. And so as soon as I make that decision, it is done energetically, and my job is to begin to align, go find the resources, do my part, and trust that God is going to send me anything and everything I need in the perfect moment. And that is a practice. And the reason why I feel so hard and you'd rather somebody tell you what to do or hand you some get rich quick scheme is because you can believe that. Like, you'd rather believe that than actually just, you know, have a relationship and trust and take action. Whatever I want, I get. Whatever I want, I get. Whatever I want, I get. And it's just a mind game. And so it doesn't, I see so many people, we want to spend time like focusing on, well, it ain't that easy. And you know my story and everybody ain't like whatever and whatever. Like, listen, this is how I do me. Like, I'm telling you guys, what is it that you want to accomplish? For real. I remember when I was like, oh, I'm telling you guys, the most random thing I did was to me create, like actually learn how to make an app. That was nowhere near anything that I would ever, that's not my background. The information was like Chinese, right? And I just kept reading. I just kept showing up. I kept looking for resources. That was the most random thing, but I'm like, whatever I want, I get. Like, whatever I want to do, I'm going to be able to do it. It may take some time. And see, the thing is also counting up the cost. Scripture says count up the cost. How much time am I willing to give this? Well, at that time, I was like, what else would I be? I don't have to do. I can give it this as much time as I want, and this is going to happen for me. I can give this as much time as I want, and this much time as I give it is as much time as it's going to grow. But we want to give everything else so much energy. Well, everybody I don't get, when you start that conversation of everybody can't, I literally be like, okay, next. You don't want it. You don't want it because you're really committed to the everybody story, whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. Oh, darlings, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. Whatever you want, you need to decide that you like. If you actually haven't made a decision, it's a one-day thing. If it's a one-day thing, someone was like, I'll be glad. I'll be glad when I can do. Why do you need to be glad when it happens? What actions are you going to put into place? What actions are you going to put in? Because this is easy. You could actually make that happen. So you don't really want that to happen. You think it's just going to be, that's the thing about church folk. They done confused you and made you think that God just going, oh, God going to bless me. I'm just waiting on God to bless me. I'm just waiting on this and waiting on that. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let's not be those people. Let's not be those people. Understand that you have been blessed with the power. You have been blessed with dominion over the things of this earth. So all you got to do is keep dominating. What is it that you desire to dominate, darling? Because the actual resources are supplied to you. And when you make the decision, it'll be funny how everything starts to show up in your life. Show yourself something different. What are you looking at? What are the images? If all you're looking at is drugs and alcohol and killing, well, it's a wonder your life is filled with it. If y'all you looking at is broke friends and broke people and broke conversations, well, it's a wonder why that is the reality. If all you looking at is the coronavirus, it's a wonder why every time your throat tickle, you think you got it. You can't get nothing done because you're trying to not get the coronavirus. Okay, the coronavirus is real, but guess what? I'm not going to live in fear. I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to keep living because that's all I can do. What am I scared? What you sitting up scared of dying? Everybody has the same appointment. We all gonna die. Everybody dying. You go from 0 to maybe you'll get to 100. Honey, it's all on the way to the death date. You can't overcome death. You ain't Jesus. So in the meantime, let me just make use of my time, darling. Let me make use. I have these hours. Oh my God, I'm so blessed. Let me just do what I can right now. Why am I sit up and think about when I'm dying? You don't know where you're going. You don't know what's going to happen. You're dead. What does it matter at that point? It don't. Because ain't nothing you can do. I done almost died a couple times. That's what makes me go, oh, if you make it out of the situation, you all right, baby. You all right. You're going to be all right. And you still living and you still got time. But guess what? You never know. So that's why you don't need to spend time living a life and living a lie and not deciding on things. You have to pick the source. You have to pick the source. I love the Zoom pic. Thanks. What's up, Shayna? Alexis, you look beautiful. Thank you. Do you still recommend getting people in person now? Getting people. Are you referencing like the class one? Yeah, like so for me, I'm still out and about, like not in a crazy way, but I do see people. So if ever I see anyone and anytime I'm interacting with a human, and there's a sale to be made or a conversation to be had. Yeah. If you're still in the salon business and you need to get people, yeah, like if you're out, then why wouldn't you? But also use the internet. Like I would totally be, which is what I've always said, start the get people court. That concept, I I will never not do offline marketing because it just doesn't make sense to, you need to be a marketer, right? For your business. But then also, I've always, in the same time when I taught that class, said, do your offline thing while building your online thing for a time such as this. So if you didn't, it's okay. Just get online right now and use things to boost your posts. And you got to just find a lot of content. You got to be able to make a lot of content. So every client that sits in your chair, you need to be filming and recording and using the pictures, using the videos, long versions and short versions, right? You could take one look and break it down 5 different ways, right? And you got to really get into the internet because it's always been a thing, but it definitely is a thing now. And really understanding what's the platform that I want to go all in on to attract my customers. I'm a YouTuber all day long. Customers from the beauty industry, people that want their hair done and makeup done and all that stuff, they still call, and I haven't done hair since 2016. So YouTube is definitely it. I've been thinking I want to do a YouTube class. I may do like a specific YouTube workshop for people that want to like go hard, like and get specific strategy. I think I'm going to do that. Because it's like crazy. I've made YouTube channels for people or my customers who have taken my YouTube courses. They still getting customers. So the internet is where it's at. But if you're out and about, then to me, it makes sense to keep marketing. You know what I mean? And then do things like, instead of passing out a flyer, do digital. Let me text you, right? At the end of the day, interacting with people is scary, but you still got to serve your customers. So I ain't going to tell you what not to do and what to do because people got to work and people got to eat. So marketing, always. Always, always, always. Offline and online will always be always. Always, always, always. And you just got to adjust. That's why you got to be a person that's flexible and fluid because most people are stuck in one thing and then something comes and rips you from under you. And then you go into all this emotional breakdown. You don't got time for that. So yeah, like always be marketing, always be promoting, always be visible and figure out what's your next visible strategy, right? Because people don't do business with you if they don't know, they're not aware of you. Oh, yes. Let's just wake up and make it happen. Stop making it harder than it really is. Get it too new for old thinking on YouTube. I love it. Breakthrough out loud. Wow, Lakeisha, sis, that's good. I wonder what I said. I don't know what I said. Siobhan, whatever I want, I get. It's what we do with time. Yeah, man. Like, it's what it is. It literally is what are you going to do with, like, the time is the time. The hour is the hour. The minute is the minute. That doesn't change. It's the standard thing that you get every day that you're blessed to get if you get it every day because some people didn't wake up today, right? And so what am I going to do within each hour? What is it that I want and what am I going to do within each hour? And then go for it. That's it. Go for it. And that's my message. Act like it. Act like it. Act like it. Act like it. You got to act like it. Like, there's so many things we say we're not. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a marketer. I'm not this and I'm not that. But you started a business, so you do know that there are different levels and you have to learn all the different things. And you get to change hats within the business, especially as a single owner initially. So you got to be those things. And if you only put yourself in one lane, then you're going to be screwed. Don't be screwed. That's not cool. But that's my message. Act like it. Are you acting like it? So first, you need to figure out what it is that you want to be. Make a decision. You know, a lot of times I haven't manifested something because I haven't truly at a cellular level decided and then got into the action steps. And then from there, being that, embodying that now versus later, what does that look like? Embodying that now versus later, what does it look like? Oh no, boo, you tell me. Only you know the depths of your heart, you and God. So it's up to you to make that happen. It's up to you to make that happen. I'm complete with the conversation for now. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Lakeisha Michelle. This is Good Tea for Life. We take a time and we just sip some good messages, okay? That give us a life, that give our dreams life, our soul life. And that's it. So if you want to know more, hit me up at LakeishaMichelle.com. There are some sales still going on. I need to figure out what's happening, actually. So check it out at LakeishaMichelle.com. You can ask me anything there as well. You guys, when I got a lot of people saying, what happened to this sale? I be telling y'all it's a timeline. So when it's over until I do it again. Like, that's just what I choose to do. So don't get mad at me. Like, just act when you see it because it's going to go away. Some stuff does, some stuff doesn't. So that's just how it works. Just like at a grocery store, honey. Just like at a grocery store, I launch different things and I have different products and sales. And when it's over, it's over. When it comes back, maybe it will, maybe it won't. It's just how I feel. Get to do business that way. I love you all for watching. I love all the comments. I love all the hearts. Tag a friend, share a friend, and have friends that are having conversations like this, you guys. If you are miserable right now, look at your what's the last 5 people you talk to? The last 5 people you call. What are they doing in their life? If they're not doing anything, that's why you feel stuck, because you're hanging around people that are not doing anything. So where's your motivation going to come from? Get around somebody that when you talk to them, they light you up and you're like, man, okay, let's get it together. Make some accountability. Have some plans. Where are they going? You know what I'm saying? Have that conversation and y'all get into action. Act like it, act like it, act like it. I am Lakeisha Michelle. Grab the single. Grab the single from my website, LakeishaMichelle.com. Act like a success. Let me play it for y'all. Hold on before I say bye. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me just get into it. Add to the queue. Since we here and all. Let's go. Oh, hey, let's go. Let's go. Audio CD. It's the autograph. Here we go. If you want to be successful, let me tell you what to do. All the great ones did it. What time is it? It's your turn to. Hey, you might get knocked down. They might even say you're crazy. Get out your comfort zone. It's what you have to do. Woo! Take a leap. Take a leap of faith. Jump as far as you can. When you Look how high you're soaring. Jump, jump. Even if you're nervous, it's your turn to. You better get that. You better get some courage today. Courage to be bold and take action. Oh, in order to become the best, act like. Oh, you guys get your autograph copy. Oh, now you're flying in the sky, your elevation's rising. You got a different kind of high. One by one, your dreams come true. Everybody say you're different. And you smile cause you win it. Celebrate cause you did it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Act like a success. Think like a success. In order to become the best. Act like a success. Think like a success. Bump that in your car this morning. Hey. Even if you're nervous, it's your turn to jump, jump. You better get that courage. All the great ones did it. Everybody you admire jumped. They found the courage and they took action. Here we go. Even if you're nervous, see all you gotta do. It's all up to you. Hey, what's up, Shayna? It's your turn, baby. Ashley Marie, it's your turn. Alexis, it's your turn. Clay Lewis, act like a success and think like a success in order to become the best. Yeah, act like. Woo! I be damning my stuff, man. It don't never get old, cause that's the truth right there. You gotta jump, baby. Oh, just jump in order to become the best. It's your turn. Hey, right now. Right now. Woo! That is the jam, you guys. Get that album at LakeishaMichelle.com, or you can download it digitally if you want that song. Just type in Act Like a Success on any of your digital streaming platforms. I love you for watching YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I am LakeishaMichelle.com. Links are in the bio as well if you're on IG. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.